some truths can only be found under a microscope. Countless experiments in our laboratory have created a collection of cutting-edge gear that extends beyond mortality. Are you ready for the next step? Hey guys, so they've released next month's theme. It is laboratory, which I'm not entirely sure what that means. So for those of you that don't know, I've been following Loot Crate for a year-long thing just to see if it's been fun. And this month they've given us kind of a theme that I'm not quite sure what to do with. Yet again, they've listed a whole bunch of fandoms that I'm not a part of. So instead of just going, I have no idea what's going on, I actually did some research this time. So, what is Loot Crate? Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box, at least if you get the mystery package, the monthly mystery package. It is about $22 a month if you get a fully long commitment. Basically, each month you get a box, as you guys can see behind me, and it's just a black box. You know it has something to do with the theme, you know what fandoms are in it, but you don't really know what comes. So it's kind of a hit or miss. It can be awesome. It cannot be up to you. It's kind of hit or miss. So, this month with Laboratory, they've given us the themes of BioShock, Westworld, and Better Call Saul, and I think I saw Spider-Man in one of the newest releases. So Spider-Man I know, and there's a lot of Laboratory things where we're trying to evolve humans or do something to improve people. The other three, I have no idea, so I went to my source of information, my husband. Now, my husband has played BioShock, and from what I understand, it's a video game where he has to go into a sub-water world where they've been, like, toying with the genome to improve people. And basically, because they've been messing with the genes, the people have since gone crazy, and then you end up with zombies. So, it's this whole thing where you have to sort of search a world and I guess find survivors, but you're also dealing with, like, mad scientists in laboratories. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Now, the research I did into Westworld looks really interesting. I shy away from HBO shows just because I'm not really into some of the things they use. But this one intrigued me. Apparently, it's a theme park that's set in the Wild West where androids satisfy all requests. I don't know what that means, but given that it's HBO and some of the shows I've seen on it, I guess that's what that means. It seems to have some really big names. So I saw James Marsden is in it, Ed Harris, Anthony Hopkins. These are really big names for the show, and I'm kind of sad that I've missed it thus far. It seems really interesting because we're looking again into the, do AI have sentience? Do they have rights? If it's an android, like, what limitations are it? Like, my husband and I had this giant debate, like, if it's a child android, is it still wrong? And then, if it's an android, and it's only 2 years old, but it's a full-grown adult android, is it child porn, or is it regular porn? And those kind of debates, like, where are the lines? And, like, if they're created for this, and, you know, all those wonderful sticky things of, like, where are the lines? Okay, so basically what I read on IMDb, and I'm actually going to read it because I can't remember it. It says, set at the intersection of the near future and the reimagined past, explore a world in which every human appetite can be indulged without consequences. That sounds both awesome and terrifying. So I guess we'll find out what this means. If you guys are fans of any of these fandoms that I'm going to talk about, please let me know and tell me what to watch, what not to watch. The last one is Better Call Saul, which I'm guessing or reading is a spin-off from Breaking Bad, which is, of course, with the whole laboratory creating meth. And I've also seen Los Pollos Hermanos, which I'm guessing has something to do with that, too. Again, I didn't watch Breaking Bad. My husband said it was really good, but it just wasn't really me. I don't really know what else to do with this, because from what I understand, Better Call Saul, Saul is the Breaking Bad's lawyer. So I'm not really sure where the laboratory comes into this one. And I know, again, I was talking to my husband about this. what do these have to do with laboratories? I guess I can see BioShock with, the genome therapy messing, so mad scientist. And of course, with Westworld, doing the whole AI and that kind of laboratory with how creating the AI and all that has to go into that. But Better Call Saul confuses me. Are his other clients mad scientists? Or, I guess it's rude to call them mad because we don't know they're crazy yet. But, how does that get involved? I'm a little confused, and I'm not really sure how we're going to get items out of it. So I'm kind of intrigued. So lately, they've also been advertising a DX crate, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'm guessing you get more items. They've been talking about having Jurassic Park, Breaking Bad, and Marvel. And again, all of these, you can see the sort of mad scientist laboratory creation. Jurassic Park, where they're bringing back dinosaurs, laboratory. Marvel, there's bazillions of people trying to create the next big item or the next superpower or some way to overpower everybody. So I can see the laboratory. Breaking Bad, even with the meth lab, I guess I can understand it too. So can these DX items be added into the regular mystery crate, or is it just something specific for DX? I guess we'll find out. Also keep saying plus more. What does plus more mean? It kind of makes me think they haven't found the one that they want yet. And again, which ones could we add? So this is my list of things that I hope come in. They probably won't because some of them are pretty big fandoms, and as we've seen, big fandoms tend to get their own crates. So one of them is Fallout. Fallout is one where there is sort of a laboratory-esque feel to it with the different vaults. But again, I know for a fact that Loot Crate has its own series, so they probably won't make it in. The next one is Powerpuff Girls. Definitely a laboratory. Would be on a cute factor. Hasn't been cute in the last few crates, so maybe not. Dexter's Laboratory, or Laboratory, depending on who you are. I love this one, and of course, Laboratory. That one's just nice and easy, but I don't know how much actual merch there is for Dexter's Lab. The last one I have is Star Trek Next Generation. Given that we have Westworld in Androids, are they going to do data and lore and all that? Because those would be items in here. Alright, as always, keep an eye out on Loot Crate's Instagram. They have been releasing hints. For a while there, they were actually showing pictures of things that could be in the Loot Crate, especially over the summer. But they haven't been doing it the last few months. I'm wondering if they're noticing too many people getting too many hints. So I've noticed they keep posting pictures that have to do with laboratories. So one was, what subject haven't you used since high school? One was, there was a book one, and there were several others where it was like, what would you do if you had a laboratory? So I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. We'll see what we can get. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next Fandom Friday. Bye, guys. For bonus outtakes, every mad scientist needs a kitty. Right, Gidget? Bye, guys.